news stories around here that have legal questions, and now we have a legal expert to join us. Chuck Caraway from Del Rio and Caraway is here with us. Dan couldn't be here. He's doing lawyering today. He's in court.
He's in trial.
Yeah, he's in trial. So let's get to this. We had this story a while back. It was really funny to watch. It was somebody stole like an excavator or some kind of heavy equipment. This is back in South Carolina, I think. It was a slow-speed chase. Like 5 miles per hour.
Slower, 3 miles per hour.
3. And it went on for like more than an hour. And the question and you see the cops like not knowing what to do. The question we all had is, why would something like that go on for so long? I would imagine there has to be safety and legal concerns for the police.
So when you look at it, the facts of the case are is that he's going 3 miles per hour in a high-speed chase, low-speed chase.
Yeah, low-speed chase.
And the cops just following behind and having to make periodic stops.
Because they're going almost passing him.
Almost passing him. What you have to think about is it's just a safety concern. Are you going to be able to pull this person off that's really not causing any damage, is not a danger to other people in any way significantly? So instead, the cops did the reasonable thing and just followed behind until he turned into a place where he tried to flee after the tractor got stuck, and then they actually used a drone and a police dog to track him down and arrest him.
That is interesting. Okay, this next one is kind of scary for going, on a vacation, renting a car. There have been stories popping up of rental companies using AI to scan for damage on the car, and you don't realize, and then they send you a bill for $500 saying you did this, and you kind of don't have much recourse, I would assume.
Yeah, so what's happening is that these AI software, they're parking the car and it's going around and it's finding every
just tiny ding,
anything. If you look in the story, there's a little ding that's even smaller than a dime, something that a human would likely just glance at and say this is normal wear and tear after renting this vehicle so many times. But instead what the rental car company is doing is they're sending out bills for the damage on every single scratch or ding that this AI finds, and then they're charging $200 for service fees. Another problem is
on top of the damage.
On top of the damage. And when you call in to try to contest it, you cannot get a hold of a human operator in any way, shape, or form.
And I think the scary thing about that is, how do we know that they're not just charging for that same ding every single, every customer that uses it? Like, how do you know that I did it?
That's a great question, and the answer is you don't. And so what you have to understand is you're contracting with this company, and they have, all the terms in there that say that they're allowed to do this. So legally, you're on the hook, and if you wanted to dispute it, what they're doing is they're making the process so hard by not allowing you to get a hold of a human operator that most people are just saying, screw it, I'm going to pay this.
Yeah.
And they reduce the fees if you pay it without contesting it. And so they're just hoping that people are going to pay this, and over time they're going to make a bunch of money.
Now, we should mention that the story I read, it was Hertz that was using this. Do we know if other rental car companies are doing it, or is it just Hertz at this point?
It looks like they're the first one that they're pioneering this, so hopefully this is something that doesn't work out. Okay. It doesn't move forward.
Finally, interesting case down in Australia where a woman is accused of killing a number of family members by serving them poisonous mushrooms.
Yes, and this is a serious case. She has a dinner party. There are 4 people. 3 of those people are now deceased. I think that she also invited her her estranged husband at the time. He declined. So he has not passed away. What happened here is they had to determine whether or not she had the intent to serve them these mushrooms. Yeah. The jury has come back. They did find her guilty, and basically what they found was that she had wiped all the data on her phone from when she was searching for this particular type of death cap mushroom. Yeah. But that she had served it, and that everybody at the dinner party was served individual pastries, and she said the reason she didn't get sick was she had an eating disorder, and so she got rid of her food after the meal, but they found that not to be true, and she was found guilty.
In that case, the prosecution, as far as I know, never produced a motive for why. Is that, here in the U.S., can you get a conviction for a murder without a motive, without an explanation as to why they would do that?
That's a really good question. Motive is not necessary. What you have to show for this specific type of murder is intent. But you don't always have to have intent, because you can have heat of passion or manslaughter charges where it says you've been criminally negligent to such a degree that someone has passed away. That's why you have first-degree murder, second-degree murder, and you have manslaughter. There's different degrees of murder based off of the intent.
This mushroom thing feels like a Law and Order episode coming sometime soon.
It absolutely does.
Chuck, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Cody?
Now I'm terrified with this mushroom thing. That's crazy.
It's a good thing you don't like mushrooms, right?
Right.